everyone, welcome back to Jessie at Home. In today's video we have a nighttime house reset, nighttime cleaning. The toddler is in bed. This is a solo nighttime routine. Usually my husband does help me out in the evenings when he is home, but sometimes he works out of town, sometimes he works late, sometimes, as this night, he was volunteering for a fundraiser with my daughter to help bring funds for their marching band. So I stayed home with the toddler and we had a lot of fun. We played with all kinds of toys. We watched the Mario movie. Lately I have been getting Malcolm to help me clean up before bed, at least a little section, get him in the routine of helping me clean up. But we tidied up his room before bed and got all of his stuffed animals situated. I knew I wanted to do a nighttime cleaning routine, so he didn't help me clean up any of his toys in the main room. When we play, we have fun. We get out all the toys, we just go wild and have a lot of fun. So this is the result of playing all day and just having a really, really good time. But we have gotten in the routine of wanting to just reset at the end of the night, even if it's just the kitchen and the playroom, of just tidying everything up, not necessarily like deep cleaning, but just getting it ready for the next day. It really has helped us have like better mornings because everything is back in its place and neat and tidy. So I'm just going around and putting everything in their bins, and for now I'm just tossing things in the playroom. I will be moving on into the playroom. It's not terribly messy because we had a lot of fun playing together in the living room, and I always tend to do like a tidy up after lunchtime too, so the playroom doesn't look like a complete disaster all day long. But I'm going to wipe down the windows and do a little bit extra because I am filming. I have an audiobook that I'm trying to finish as well, so I'm just like, I'm going to finish this audiobook, I'm going to film for you guys, and I'm just going to do a little bit extra cleaning since no adults are home with me, and I can just kind of get in the zone and tidy up and clean and listen to my book.
4 feet on the stripes in the Alabama highway, out there in the open, just a wishing and a hoping. I could smell the pines when I let you in the doorway. Took the seat next to mine like you've been there before. I'm befriended and in lose ya. I could never stand to lose ya. I get by when you're at my side. I'm befriended.
Speaking of books, I've been kind of sharing all of the books that I am reading. I'm doing a lot of audiobooks, so if you don't count audiobooks as reading, then I guess I'm not for you. But I do count audiobooks as reading because otherwise I wouldn't be able to sit and read as much as I do. And reading is just, immersing yourself in the story. Even though it's being told to me, I'm still listening and comprehending and, engaging with the characters and everything. So I consider audiobooks reading. But I've been sharing what I've been reading this year. I have been reading the Sarah J. Maas A Court of Thorn and Roses series, and I'm on the last book, A Court of Silver Flames, I believe it is. And this one is really, really good. It's really long, but it really wraps up the story nicely. I think she's got more books intended in this series. I hope she does, because there's some other characters that kind of need more story. We need more from these other characters. But yeah, I'm finishing that up while I am doing this. I'm cleaning and filming for this video, and it's really given me an excuse to listen, because I can't just sit there and listen. It's the ADHD. I have to be multitasking in order to listen to an audiobook. Either I'm going to be sitting there and coloring on a coloring book while I'm listening, or I have to be doing the dishes or up or moving. I should really get a walking pad, I think, to walk and listen. I have to be doing two things at the same time. Leave me a comment if you're the same as me, or if you can sit there and like listen to an audiobook or a podcast without being active doing something. And again, normally at night after we pick up all the toys, I will put my robot vacuum to work. But since I'm filming, and I'm trying to get through my book, I might as well manually vacuum and mop versus letting the robot do its thing. But I love having the little, what do I have? The Dreamy Tech mop and robotic mop and vacuum. That thing is amazing. I am tidying up in the playroom. The real star of this house, he plays so hard and has so much fun in this room. He has a lot of toys. It's okay. We have fun. And we learn and we play and we get active. Like right now he's loving rainbows. So we have these little things that connect together. And he'll break it apart and say the color and then throw it. So the little rainbow thing is all apart. So it's going to be my job to put it all back together. I do need to go through and put away. I do have a trunk in my bedroom, so I do rotate his toys. There are a lot of toys out here right now because he knows where that trunk is. So sometimes he'll go in my room and drag out a bunch of toys, and then they end up in his room, which then end up out here. So I need to go back through again and see exactly what he's playing with and rotate them back through because his shelf is looking a little crowded for my taste. And I need to go through his books again, take out some of the theme books. I try to buy him new books for each holiday so that we kind of have like a little read through and he can understand. That helped out tremendously last year with Halloween and Christmas. And so we did some Valentine's Day books. And now I need to get some for Easter because Easter is at the end of March this year. So it's come in a little bit faster than I feel like it has been the last couple years. Usually I feel like lately it's been in the end of April or middle of April, and now it's the end of March. So the Easter Bunny is going to be hopping on by pretty soon. So I want to get him familiar with that whole process as well. my daughter had some friends over the night before, so I didn't have to cook this night either. We had pizza, and we ended up getting 4 large pizzas, and you would think that 3 or 4 teenagers would tear some pizza up, and they did, but we still had a pizza and a half left over. So we had pizza for lunch, we had pizza for dinner, and we ended up having pizza for lunch the next day as well. We had a ton of pizza, so I didn't have to do a ton of cooking. I would love to replace this cabinet right here with a little mini fridge. That way we could use that just for drinks, because I feel like we'd lose a lot of space in our refrigerator just for canned drinks. Honestly, we should probably stop drinking sodas and Yoo-hoos. My daughter specifically asked for Yoo-hoos, but we like sodas and we like having canned drinks. So I think we might end up doing that just to have more room in our refrigerator, because although it looks like we have a big fridge, it's only counter depth, so we don't really have a lot of room in there for pizza boxes and other things. On my previous video, I talked about how my pot's always overboiled, even though I do put a wooden spoon on top. You guys mentioned getting bigger pots, but I'm not filling my liquids to the top. I usually use my biggest pot and then maybe fill it about halfway or a quarter, and it still overboils. I think the flame is just really high. I'm gonna ask my husband if we can adjust it, because even when I turn my gas stove to the lowest flame and try to get things to simmer, it always ends up boiling up instead of just a nice low simmer like your sauces and things. So I just think that the flame is too high. Which, hey, when we first moved into this house, we had to immediately replace the cooktop because only one burner worked, and it was crusted with, I guess they had a problem with overboiling as well. And it was just crusted with food. So I'm grateful we have all four burners that work. Even though this is a cheaper and cooktop that we replaced it with, but I'm still trying to. After 4 years, you think I would be used to my stove, and I'm still not. It still is just trying to figure out, how not to either burn down my house or overboil all of my stuff and leave a giant mess on the stove. But we also did dishes earlier in the day, so I'm just going to take whatever dishes are left in the sink and put them in the dishwasher and not even run it and save it for the morning when I make my eggs in the morning. You guys asked if we recycle. We do have a pull out trash can here that we use for our recycling, for our plastics and our cans. That's the reason why we don't have the the trash in there. I prefer not to have a pull out trash door. We had that in our last house, and we just go through so much trash. We take the trash out 2 times a day. We have 4 adults in the house, a toddler. We have five adults, including my son's girlfriend. 5 adults and a toddler in the house, and we just generate a lot of trash, even though we do try to recycle. I have been thinking about doing composting just to kind of help with the food waste, which is sad. We do have a septic, so I don't really think you're supposed to do a garbage disposal with the septic situation. So I always strain whatever food ends up in the sink, I drain out and then throw away. So I like having the trash can right there, although I have talked about this in previous videos as well about getting a trash can tilt out cabinet to put the end of the thing, but again, it's just going to end up probably making a mess. So I don't mind having my trash can out for everyone to see because we live here.
If only I could finish something, run straight through to the end, close the chapter, dignified. fight. Damn, girl, you did it again. But will it ever be enough when I'm bent on trying to keep it tough? Will I ever settle down, happy with the here and now? When will it ever be enough? Ever be enough? Ever be enough? If only I could build a tower, pierce right through the clouds, saxophones at every hour. Who hasn't heard of me now? Then will I have had enough of trying to keep myself real tough? Will I ever settle down, steady even when
On nights like this, I do love having this vacuum mop. I have the Oso Tech. I did also have the Dreamy. I ended up giving the Dreamy to a friend of ours. Like whenever I do a promotion of like a similar item, number one, I want to check out whatever, you know, the company's sending to me. That way, if you guys have questions, I can always tell you. And I always try to either donate or like give back to my family and friends, like the different machines and the different things that is being sent to me. I like to like share the love, share the you know, my success. I like sharing my success with my friends.
tell you true things every day. By the time you get older, maybe it could be enough. You don't have to be so tough. Maybe you could settle down, happy with the way it is now. When will it ever be enough? Ever be enough? Ever be enough? When will it ever be enough? Ever be enough? Ever be enough? When will it?
If you were wondering what these two big boxes are, our laundry sink actually cracked and busted when I was soaking a shirt in there to try to get some stains out of it. And so now we are going to be doing a mini makeover in the laundry room. We really haven't touched that room at all the entire time. So we got a new sink, and then I also got a new faucet, which is going to be one of these bad boys, like a nice one that can like we can fill buckets up and all kinds of stuff in there. So I got this faucet that we're going to put in there, a new laundry sink. We're actually going to rearrange a little bit in there as well, so look forward to that. I'm really excited.
We lean into the great beyond. There's more love yet to make.
So this is the bathroom that we normally try to change in quickly. We like to keep an extra bathing suit in here for the grown-ups and Malcolm. That way when he's like, let's go swimming, he likes to go swimming in the hot tub. We turn the hot tub down to like 100 during the day so that if he wants to go swimming, we can go in there and get some of his energy out. We're also practicing like him swimming in the hot tub for the summer. That way he doesn't lose any of those skills. It's been really a blessing. We are thoroughly enjoying the hot tub. Malcolm and I actually went in there earlier today as well. So I'd like to keep some extra towels and some like dry swimsuits in here so we can change really quickly, and that way we can just, you know, go right on out when he's ready.
The love that never fades. Dishes and tears, I'm standing here. I know it sounds cliche. blanket of this history covers me today. In between the bliss and underneath the ache, in the tenderness, a single thread remains. It's deeper than a sentiment. It's a
Nothing feels better than, I think this took me like an hour and a half to clean all of these rooms. Nothing feels better than getting everything reset and ready for the next day. My husband and daughter are going to be getting in super late, so in the morning when I probably get up with Malcolm, it'll be nice to just have it all ready to go in the morning. That way my husband can sleep in and I can just sit and relax and enjoy my coffee while Malcolm plays in the morning. So hopefully this motivated you to maybe do a nighttime reset. Maybe not every night. Sometimes we're just tired and we want to crawl in bed and go to sleep as soon as the babies are in bed, or we want to like veg out with some popcorn and a movie and scroll on our phone or like whatever. There's no shame in that either. I do that a lot. But my husband and I do try to reset a little bit at night so that it's not so much work in the morning. So hopefully I've motivated you to do the same in your house. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. I'm super excited about the laundry room refresh that we're going to be doing in the upcoming weeks. So be on the lookout for that, and I will see you guys next time.